But let's take a quick look at that bracket. So we did have Azure beating Runamuck 2-0. And now it'll be Runamuck versus Vivid. So another TVZ. Ooh. Ooh. Alrighty, what's our first map? It is going to be... God damn it. It's going to be Disco Bloodbath. Let us join game, please.
Ik wil join game.
Ik wil join game. Wait, yeah, okay. Well, no, I don't. There we go. Ik wil join game, alrighty. Alright.
Alrighty, Demi is ready. Azure is ready. Cast is ready.
Cast the
Sick. Frickin' city.
Frickin' city.
Crastas.
What?
And Crastas keep.
Alright, let's... Scenes going on. I've got this casting tool set up.
Nice.
Let's get ready.
Let's go.
Yahoo! And speaking of being yahoos, welcome to Disco Bloodbath, where we dance in the blood of our enemies. Ellie, and spawning up in the right hand side at the 4 o'clock position as the red Zerg representing OSC Elite and the country of India. This is Demi. Oh. And spawning in... What?
No, I was saying mumbling to myself.
Oh, okay. And spawning in the first, the 10 o'clock position as the Green Terran, representing Legacy Esports and the founder of BrizzCraft 2019. This is Azure.
Azure high. Now, Demi did say that he was slightly worried coming off against Azure, or at the prospect of having to face Azure, because, I quote, Azure is here. He is pretty good.
But then Azure said false, not true.
Oh, shoot. Now we need to figure out who's the liar.
I'm pretty
We gotta CSI this.
I'm pretty sure.
Or Law and Order this.
Alright, so what we have is two contradicting statements. But both players playing standard. Reaper Expand coming in from Azure.
Yep.
Hatch first into pool. Should be saying it's not going to be the free pool into get. Oh, maybe it will be. So we don't see speed, so maybe it will be that. Okay, no, their speed. Never mind. Forget what I said. Yep. It's not the Clash build. It's not going to be the 3 hatch and before speed. But
those map men who were in Clash.
That Lambo and Sinister. But Reaper going to be coming in. Let's see how good Demi's link control against a Reaper is. And
or potentially how good Azure's Reaper control against Demi's links are.
That
it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. And also, let's talk a
looks
bit.
Looks like a Hellion belt coming out from Azure.
Now, I'm not one to be like, oh, this is so like one-sided so race-sided favor for a map, but Disco Bloodbath. I'd say this is a very Terran-favored map.
Is it though?
I mean, look at that jutting edge that protects the natural.
No,
Put a couple of siege tanks up
lot.
there. Go full Singapore meta, like 2 tanks and like surrounded by. There ain't nothing that's gonna break that.
Is it though? There are definitely a lot of good tank positions on this map. I believe there's a position near the 3rd base that tanks can actually fire into the main if you have high ground vision, but I don't know. I feel like this map is not particularly Terran favored. It's one of the maps in this map pool that... I mean, a lot of people have been saying that a lot of maps in this pool have been Zerg player favored, but Disco Bloodbath is one of them where I want to hold off on that for the time being.
But did actually
anyway,
I'm trying to see if Demi. Okay, Demi should have seen that tech lab on the whatchamacallit, and should have
starport,
yeah,
as well as the fusion core.
So he should.
That's why you don't put them right next to one another.
Well, that, and I think Demi didn't see the core building. He hasn't built any spores yet.
Oh, he might not have. Go into his vision real quick.
He did see the core building, but I don't think he
actually see what it was. Up, seen.
But oh, Yamato's as well.
Quirky seen.
I changed it. I did see it. Don't worry.
Alright. Nice. Because Light will yell at me. I don't know why he yells at me.
Yeah, Light is gonna yell at me.
Does he know? Alright, anyways.
Yeah, I'm actually pressing
maneuvering his Hellions around, trying to find some sort of angle to poke in, see whatever he can see as well with Reaper. And blinks right on top of where did that spawn? Oh, right outside of Demi's base. Alright, Azure doing his best to try to split up Demi's focus right now. And I mean, a single queen versus a single battle cruiser. Yeah, I'm not sure who I take my chances on there, buddy.
Single queen all the time.
Help this out a little bit.
Yeah.
All the time. Have you ever seen the whatchamacallit?
The whatchamacallit?
Yeah, the whatchamacallit. Anyways, did do a little bit of creep damage or stop creep from spreading too much to his Hellions, but I guess very wisely he saw the roaches there, so decides not to go in. But he is building up back at home. This is you don't. But he's going into bio. No, that's factories buildings, not. Those are factories, not barracks. Anyway, yep, mech, BC mech, which is, I would say that's the meta right now.
And unfortunately it is.
It is in TBC. There are still very defiant bio Terran players.
Yaku.
Who hold out.
Yaku,
but it's just not as good as BC Mech.
Yeah, we thought Man with Gun was the best.
Turns out Man with giant ship with many guns. Man with many guns is the best.
Man with massive gun and man with absolutely one-shotting potential. Really good. But Demi's going to go for a Ling counterattack here with some roaches as well, so may potentially
can definitely catch these Hellions off guard. Azure has started his tank production already, but not really. Doesn't really have a number.
But right, that's what's the TP back from the BCs, so...
Alright. That buys Demi some time, I would say.
To, like, get up.
But is it going to be enough?
Is it, though? So it's going to go into...
He does already have a Spire, but he hasn't been getting any Corruptor production so far, which I guess you want to get a decent ground army, right? Before you really test BCs.
Yeah, I'd say that would be about it, but feel very doubt for Demi is going to get the saturation down. But already having a nice tank line at that third, Azure's going to be nice and defensive. I think we're just going to go straight into macro game as more and more BC is going to be coming in to picking off some drones, picking off some queens as well. But one BC is actually going to go very low.
Ooh, but splits off, makes sure that it's protected by the other two BCs. Demi not really targeting it down. Oh, he tried. Just got denied. And BC's just wreaking havoc from above. As usual, Demi moving out with his roaches, although Azure trying to keep him back with his Hellions.
But here comes the Corruptors.
Absolutely. And how many of these have cooled? All of them.
All of them.
Well, yeah, Blink, or BC Blink, it's a long cooldown, but it's not that long.
I mean...
Alright. I mean... Ladies?
Yeah, thingies.
It's not that long.
Sorry, I'm just trying
to... It's not that long. Hey, wait. Demi, I'm gonna contest Azure's... what do they call it? Expansions, but Azure moving his army up hasn't shifted the tank line too much. And now just going... Yeah, both of them are just waiting for an opportunity for when they can go in. I would say that Azure's favorite right now, definitely. He can't really do anything with the Corruptors. He can't really do anything with the Roaches. He really has to strike together, but yeah, the Roach count is quite a bit lacking. But he has gotten his Infestation Pit, I think. Do you normally get Root Lords versus BC Mech?
I mean, if you're already going Corruptors, it doesn't really hurt that much to change to Broodlords. Right. It's just you need to protect those Broodlords, especially against like Cyclones and Vikings. So if you go like a couple of Broodlords with Corruptors as well, get a decent ground army as well. So we do see a Rumbai, another Hellion Rumbai. And the funny thing is, he hasn't got Blue Flames yet, so these are just regular standard Orange Flame Hellions, but move command.
This is a scouting force.
Scouting force, but he's gonna take down more drones.
Yeah.
But
he does, but that was a lot of his Hellions. Although at this stage of the game, Hellions are really expendable, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, look at Azure's bank.
Although he is getting Blue Flame now, so... Oh, that's right.
But the BCs are moving out.
Building up that bank. They are slowly and menacingly.
Damn.
You're gonna have to be... Yep, didn't blink them anywhere, so they all have cooldown. They have to be very careful with these Corruptors. I think Azure's focus right now is on the Cyclones, but that's for one split second. Select his VCs, let them away. Nicely done. Ouch, yeah, and these are some of those tank positions that you can really take advantage of as a Terran player. Yeah, and GG's call Azure. Yeah, take game 1. It's best of 3 series. By the way, Light is yelling at me, saying that in the bracket overlay, GPO...
no, but I changed it! Wait, hold on. No, I didn't. What? Hello, what the fuck is this? Sorry, give me bracket. I changed it, what the fuck? Properties. This is why I don't need production. It was gonna be Debbie's map.
And now we wait. Debbie usually likes to make the lobby himself.
Yeah.
Get that initiative. He's a strong, independent shark. He doesn't need no lobby invites from no one.
Yet somehow you keep devering.
He's the one who gives the invites.
That is true. Well.
Okay. Debbie's ready. Cass's are ready. Azure is ready.
Good luck. Have fun. Let's get into it.
In this game number 2 on Ephemeron. It is best of 3. Now, this is, I would say, we were talking a little bit about Disco Bloodbath, how it's not really that favored to any one race. Terran with tanks, definitely a little bit, but Ephemeron, on the other hand, I think is a bit of a Zerg favorite map.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that. But anyway, speaking of being favored, welcome to Amphitryon. Amphitryon LE, and spawning up in the top left as the Red Zerg, representing OSC Elite and the country of India. Give it up for Debbie! Wait.
Come in.
Nope, God damn, I pressed the wrong person. There we go. Alright, hopefully that should be better now. But anyway, spawning in the bottom right as the Green Terran, representing Legacy Esports and the country of Australia. Give it up for the Terran that is known as Azure.
Founder of Briskcraft.
Founder of Briskcraft.
Alright, so we've seen that BC mech going in the last game. I'm hoping that Azure will diversify a little bit. I definitely think Demi might try to do something a little bit different, maybe something a little bit more aggressive, or maybe something a little bit tricky. But then again, BC mech is technically the meta. is.
I mean, sure.
So we'll see the same opening pretty much. Or at least, well, yeah, you would consider that an opening, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
How much, when does an opening stop being an opening? That is a thought exercise for you at home. But yeah, we do see a Reaper expand. We do see a hatch into the pool. Same old, same old. Now, however, these are fairly versatile openings. You may be the same, but you can also take them into different ways of doing them.
Yeah.
You normally don't, because you're normally good for that one thing, but, you know. Azure being a little bit annoying with this Reaper and his SCV. But now Mama Queen is out. Azure not going to be able to take that Ling, but will potentially be able to attack that. Oh, it's so nearby! Oh, being off creep for a second saved that Reaper's life right there. Alright, finally that drone does attack the SCV a little bit. But turns into an extractor. Ooh, I'm thinking Azure should be tipped off to these Lings, although it doesn't really matter.
Nah.
He knows that Reapers really can't overstay their welcome. And also the Queen, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did manage to get that drone? No, he didn't.
No, he cancelled it and remade.
Yeah. Very quickly. Sneaky, sneaky drone. Sneaky, sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, once again, the Hellions for Azure do come out. Demi, I don't think we'll try to do too much with these Lings. Maybe just get a quick scout here and there. Other than that, I think he should be fine. Viking first. We didn't see this last game from Azure. This is a bit of a deviation. And Stim, so he's playing Bio. Thank you.
Showing the true power of man with gun.
Absolutely. And it's probably just gonna be standard Bio Terran. I do like switching it up a little bit because if Demi is expecting BCs, then this is not something that the preparation against BCs is not really, doesn't carry over that much to preparing versus Bio. It does a little bit for something like, say, Hellion Banshee or Hellion Lib, but getting a medevac out.
It's a Hellbat. Hellbat
Armory,
timing.
there we go. This is gonna be a Hellbat time push, yep.
I love it, but Ling sneaks in.
Definitely does, but it doesn't go all the way up. He does see a handful of Hellions, he does see a couple of Marines, but what is on Demi's mind right now is the question. Now, he is building up his Roach count, so that is pretty effective versus Hellbat Marine. However, if you have enough Hellbats, they melt anything, really. Alright, Demi gonna apply a little bit of pressure, also tips him off. Lets him know if and when Azure will move out. As this one Viking continues to get Overlord kills around the map.
Already has 2 Overlord kills. Gonna get that third as well, but Lings do sneak in back into the main, so Demi's keeping Azure busy here. But there's that Hellion drop off in the main. Oh, the splits from Demi, are they gonna be enough?
Pretty decent. I feel like Azure is being just a little bit indecisive with. Oh, it's so close. Alright, does have to sacrifice 2 of these Hellions, but in the end he does keep the medevac and 2 Hellions alive. And meanwhile, down here, Demi is able to make an opening for himself. And he's just opening as many potential avenues of attack as he can. Azure's army is not that good against what Demi has right now. He's keeping the Lings away from the Hellbats, Demi is. And that's a choke point for Corrosive Biles. A lot of those Hellbats just went down.
Oh my god.
And I think Demi might just have enough. He's bringing in reinforcements as we speak. And now the SCVs are trying to block, but there's just not enough firepower here for Azure to hold. Demi is
Biles actually
he's going to
missed the Liberator.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
So the ramp is going to be protected by that Liberation Zone, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it's going to get...
Yeah, not when it's...
Liberator manages to stay alive, and now a tank is out.
Yep. Azure, if there's a way to stay in this game and come back, Azure is hoping to find it. But it's just looking less and less likely as things go on. The tank will probably buy him a little bit of time, but I just don't see Azure coming back from this. It's 48 workers versus 9 right now. And there's this army of Demis still waiting to do some kind of damage.
I mean, there's a drone on the way. Oh no! It
made the tank change its target for a quick little second. Nice body blocking with the Hellbats.
But Roaches are going to sneak into the natural now. Is it going to be enough?
You can't be everywhere at once, Azure. Can't be everywhere at once.
Well, the natural's going to get lifted, and the armory's going to go down, so no more Firebats can be produced. Except the ones that Demi has now.
I'm sorry, Firebats?
Hellbats. I've been playing too much Brew War lately.
It's a Brew... Yeah. It's a Brew War, man!
Where's Jadon? Yeah, that should be cleaned up now.
Gonna try to play this out. But if there's a way to come back from this, Azure will find it. Mules, exactly. There we go. That's all you need, really. 14 workers, that's enough. More than enough.
I know, right?
Bring his Liberator around, trying to harass somewhere. I was gonna say Azure is technically up in army supply now, but he's not anymore. Was for a split little second. And yeah, it is. I mean, just look at the supply. Like Demi's gotta be. He's either gotta be annoyed that he still has to play, or just completely happy because now he can just do whatever he wants. And
yeah, well, with a spy, he can do whatever he wants. And Azure is gonna spot out that Spire, so maybe start doing some harass, but needs to get some Cyclones, maybe some Fours, you know. But now,
with a little bit of the mining time, you gotta take what you can get is if you're Azure. And also attempting a push as well as he does this. I mean, he may be able to take out this base, but what else can he accomplish here, really? He's really gonna need to be very smart with his tank positioning. That's a lot of Ravages, though.
Yeah, he's pulling back for now. Oh no, it's gonna push forward! Oh, the tank's on siege up!
The Ravages are just gonna jump on top. GG is called.
Just the instant GG. It's like, ah!
You can't do this no more, man.
Alright.
It looks like we're gonna be tied up sideways 1-1.
How? Okay, how? Hold on. Sorry, I just have to.
Right.
Cool. Sick. No.
Now, two very different games coming out in this series so far, with two very different results. What will Azir do coming into Game 3? Will he go back to what was reliable? Will he do the same, but do it better, really? I mean, it's not like he was completely heart-counted, Azir was that game. But Demi's army was just better. I think with a little bit more attentiveness, with a little bit more, like, you know, map presence, Azure definitely could have won that, but it doesn't happen all the time.
Oh. Okay, so I've been messing up the intros the entire time. Totally not my fault.
It's fine.
Because I thought it would just do it anyway. But I guess not. Still needs 10 minutes. Cool.
Sure.
She'll just needs a couple minutes, so let's see if there's any other matches going on. I need to probably transition. Okay. Alright, let's see.
We could do a quick little break.
Yeah, we could do a quick little break.
Yeah, there's really no other matches going on right now. Run Amok versus Nancy, and they're both in game. That means we are at the last leg of the tournament. What a milestone. Alrighty then. I will not forgive you. Woo!
What map is this? Cairo. What is it? Kairos Junction? Is that right?
Wait, what? Shouldn't it be Repug?
It's, what's? Yeah, should it have been Repug?
I made it on Repug, didn't I?
The fuck did you do, Yaku?
I scrolled down. I saw Repugnancy.
You saw it.
I didn't click on it. Fuck. I didn't click on it. Fuck.
It's Kairos Junction. Oh my god, Yaku, you fucking dimwit.
Bye-bye, Diva. Where are you going? No, he flew away. No. He didn't die. God damn it. I was hoping... No. That was a fail.
Where's... Oh, he does have an observer. Okay.
Your supply blocked.
He's not paying attention.
North.
You're being attacked.
I know. Let's go.
He's recalling.
I'm going to bed.
No, Yaku, we need you to keep us awake. Don't go. We're going to fall asleep without
Wake up! Wake up!
you. Wake up, everyone!
Wake up!
Wake up!
This is cute. I think they're just probably like sending each other text messages too.
Ah, we're red. It feels so. Oh, I may have put the colours on wrong. We're red, they're blue. Oh god, they're red as well. I've got no. Oh shit. Shit, this is gonna be hard. I don't know who's on my side. Oh shit, they're both red. I've made it even harder for myself. I thought everything looked strange. Okay, you're on my side. Are you on my side? You're on my side. I can only tell if you're on my side or not by hitting you with my hammer. Luckily there's no friendly fire.
Good job, guys.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think the stream went down again.
Nah, it happens. Yeah, mine went down too. It's fine. We're still recording. We're good. We're fine.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Let's go.
I can't do anything, okay?
It's okay,
Stop
Kuros.
it, Polish internet. You're making group cry.
Yes.
Go
No
away,
make
Polish
Kuro
internet.
cry, or
No
we
make
break
Kuro
your
cry.
legs.
You don't come to our neighborhood and make group cry.
We beat you with a rubber duck.
We beat you with potato. This is the Polish way. What was it? I trying to pull a Santa Crane there for a second. Okay, breathe. Alright, everyone, welcome to Automaton, Ellie. Ellie, guess you did not know, stands for... Laugh everywhere, which is, you know, what we're doing already, so good on us. In the southwest.
Didn't kill anyone though. No, there was nowhere for me to hide.
Went kaput. Your allies' base is besieged.
Help. Best race.
I'm coming.
What? Did you get them all? Did you just win that game by just making wood at once? You're an animal.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grand Platypus Open, the number 2. And we are just waiting for Azure to get back from a quick break, and we should be getting into our last game of the series between Demi and Azure.
Those are some funny clips, I have to say.
Yes, I like the one.
I like the one where Steelbolt said the thing And then co-caster of Steelbolt replied in the thing.
Yes, that was a great thing.
'Twas verily. Alright, sure, still gonna take a quick little minute. I wonder what map we're gonna see off next. So we've had Disco Bloodbath, we've had Ephemeron. It's gonna be Winter's Gate.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Please, God, no. Anything but that. Please, sir.
Please, sir, can I have not Winter's Gate? You want not?
You want no Winter's Gate?
Please, sir. I should put that on the list. I actually don't even know where that's from.
That's all about.
I have not seen that.
You should probably read it, because that's our book.
That's not a book, though.
Yes.
Aren't all books just like words? Like, you've seen the words before. You've seen one word, you've seen all words.
But anyway, quick update on the bracket. So we did have Runabout beating Anansi, and moving on to our losers final, which will be a best of 3, and our grand finals will be a best of 5 for 1 point advantage to whoever wins this series. So it's going to be crucial to see who comes away with the series. So yeah,
we could see a TBT. We could see 2 TBTs, or we could see no, we couldn't see 2 TBTs. There's no way that would work. We could see a TBT, or we could see 2 more TVZs, or we could see a TBT and a TVZ, or we could see a TVZ and then a TBT, or a TVZ and another TVZ.
Either way, we're guaranteed 1 more TVZ.
There we go.
Yeah.
Probably no PVZ though, or TVP.
Oh my god, who's this? Oh!
By God, it's... what's that one guy? Bliss coming in with a steel chair!
My God! After the steel cage!
Alright,
Look at this, JR!
is back. Azure is back. We are...
Oh, no!
Azure! We said it as a joke! We said it as a joke!
He was watching the stream. There's no way. No.
Nope.
Nope. That's like big game hunters.
Whoa, oops. Oops.
Alrighty. Fight the game. Fight the game. I guess I'll invite you too, Yaku.
I mean, you don't have to.
This player is already... There we go.
Alright. Race check, color check. It's all good.
It's all good in the
no match history.
hood.
We should be fine.
Players.
Sure is ready.
Oh. Both players are ready. Let's get into it.
Might want to yeah, there we go. Let's go. It's a me. Winter Skate.
Yeah.
And we were talking about a lot about how, you know, Siege Tanks especially, or Ravagers with Corrosive Bile especially, if you can get some good positions on that. I hope we'll see some.
Me too.
Alternatively, just clear the rocks, forehead.
Alternatively, don't have maps with fucking slow zones. But anyway, speaking of not being slow, welcome to Winter's Gate, where the gate to the Winter King is on standby, and spawning in the bottom right as a green Terran representing Legacy Esports and the country of Australia, the founder of Brizcraft. This is Assure. And spawning in the top left as the Red Zerg representing OSC, Elite, and the country of India. Give it up for the Shark himself and the BM Master. This is Demi.
That's your first strike, Demi. Alright, now, this is not a very popular map
It's not.
pick. It really isn't, so, I have to wonder, is Azure planning something?
Maybe.
Now, BC Beck, I want to say, that was the old reliable in it, so I want to say this could go very well if he decides to do so once again. But, yeah, and those do also... BCs aren't really affected by slow zones. I mean, if you fly them through them, they definitely are, but go around, you blink through them, you can avoid them.
Yeah.
For now, we are stuck with watching the beginnings of their openings, which are about the same as always. Reaper Expand from Azure, Hatch into Pool from Demi. Now we can see where they deviate.
And we'll just follow the slow Reaper as it goes through the slow zones.
Oh, am I going through the they touch the edge. Yeah, the taint of slow in it.
But actually, Demi looking to go for the Clash build with
Oh my. 3 hatch before
speed.
I know words.
I know the meta, but Demi already losing one link to the Reaper.
Is so vulnerable for sure, but very quickly pulls back. Yep.
Once that Queen.
But it's so vulnerable to the Queen though. Just get in range. Ooh, get in range. Oh, regens just enough health. Alright. I think we're gonna see Hellions again from Azure. What type of build this will be is gonna deviate. Just been doing a pretty good job of keeping his Reaper alive so far in the series.
And it's going to get a full scout off on the main as well. Interrupt the mining time. Maybe get a drone.
Did he?
Oh, he's going to get a drone, but might fall to the Queens. But it looks like he'll get out.
Nice little Reaper ramp. I don't think he saw the third though, has he?
No, he hasn't seen the third. No, he hasn't seen the third at all.
Right, and this could really pay off for Demi in a huge way. Now, I'm thinking Azure, he'll probably send his Hellions over in that direction anyway. Yep.
And he has.
Alright, there we go. I was trying to hype it up, like, dude, Demi, he's gonna get so much minerals, he's just gonna build a bank. Azure ain't even gonna know what's gonna hit him, but now he does. He knows what might potentially hit him. And it's gonna be Bio once again from Azure. Now, as I did say, it wasn't a terrible build from Azure last game.
Yeah,
it's just
bad timing.
And it wasn't even that bad execution. Yeah, it was pretty bad timing from when Demi decided to push in, when Azure had most of his forces across the map. So, with the slow zones inhibiting, or slow inhibitors, inhibitor zones? No, I don't think slow is even in, I think it's literally just inhibitor zones.
Yeah.
Anyway, with the slow zones inhibiting, no, I should be saying with the inhibitor zones slowing. God, what is...
Either way works.
Demi's army is not going to be able to hit Azure that quickly, alright? That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I think you made that point. Well...
And so, yeah, Azure's just happy to tech up.
Yeah, getting his third. Stim's almost done. It's getting more barracks.
It's gonna be He's gonna play more Marine tank this game though, rather than Hellbat Marine into tanks. The good old classic. I mean, no, when Classic played Terra, the Marine tank was not that big of a thing, because... But, you know...
Okay, Steel, calm down.
I'm doing too many... I'm doing too many podcasts with that dude.
Podcast? Broadcast?
Podcast? Podcast? Made podcast.
Yeah,
it was
so
never...
wait, since Yaku started his report, does that mean, like, does that mean we get to do podcast now? I've been waiting almost 2 weeks for this.
Wait, no, because OPL.
Oh, god damn it, Yaku.
Yeah, you know it is. Alright, so we've gotten to the stage where Terran is going to be building up at home. He's trying to be a little bit of a presence on the map with his Hellion, with his Reaper, but other than that, really, both sides are just building up. Demi may decide to send a couple of run-bys here and there, but we are in it for a little bit of a wait right now. And Demi is making the... Yep.
So
and Demi is making use of this, already getting his 4th.
Getting the 4th on the low ground. Like, this is like a trend as well. You kind of want to take that 4th at the low ground instead of the slightly longer distance on the high ground, so...
Right. Right. Oh, both armies moved out. Bad timing once again. Debbie's linked. Already up at Azur's base. But gonna have to back off once he sees Azur's army. Azur is trying to get ready. Okay, not being a little bit cautious right now. Demi, once again, getting his Banelings out. I feel like this is giving time. Like, Azur is giving Demi time, though. Which is not really what you want to do. But we'll see how his Marine control goes down. See how he avoids getting his bio wiped out by Banelings. That's a lot of Lings, though. Normal Lings.
Well, Bane speed is done now. Let's see where the hot pickup is there. Tank fire range on the cloud.
Yep,
the pickup
does pick up quite a little bit.
But
and he also, with the pickup, he also balls a lot of Demi's army into that splash damage, making the most of what it can. And that's still not a bad amount of bio for Demi. He will have to be very careful. That's not quite enough Marines to just mow down the Hydralisks. But if he's just a little bit cautious, falls back to his tank line, he is fine.
Yeah,
he is more than fine, like cherry
just gonna
wine.
push out. Oh, but connects with the Banelings, the tank fire. Raining right above, Vivo. A multi-prong is coming out from Azure, but looks like this main force is gonna get cleaned up here.
It does bring a lot of Demi's forces down south, though. Demi, not really wanting to fall for it, wants to be able to defend most of his positions as well as he can. 2 Marines and 2 Medevacs living to tell the tale. Demi already assaulting the hatchery, but Demi already moving in. Shaves off the link count, but most of Demi's army is not here quite yet, focusing entirely on the hatch.
Don't lose one
and
Medevac.
He still has a full, Medevac and 8 Marines, but he still has 1 Medevac full. That is, if you can get the hatch, that is well worth it, if you ask me.
So slowing down the economy of...
Is that out of...
Sorry, what?
Is that hatchery out of position? From Demi? Or is that fine? It looks a little lopsided.
It looks a little lopsided, but I think it's in position. It should be in position.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's not really too out of place. It's not like you really need that much. Like, you don't really need a good, clean SimCity in that base location. I gotta say, Demi's creep spread has been pretty dang good this series. Or this game. I don't actually remember how this creep spread was the last 2 games, so hey!
Cool. That middle corridor is so good for fights.
Absolutely. That's why it's pretty good to have some tanks in range for them. Now, yeah, both players just want to poke and prod at one another, see what they're up to. A little bit of a clash going on. Things are starting to die, but Demi, or Azure rather, has moved away from that. Meanwhile, still harassing this base.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to be going into like game TVZ here, so
More probably, yep.
Brood Lords and Ghosts, Widow Mines. It's all going to be happening.
It's my favorite. Absolutely. Now, Azure wants to push this though. Absolutely wants to. Much bigger clash in the middle of the map. And Azure kind of takes a little bit of a decent trait there. But he can't really go full on in yet.
So he's just going to clear the creep. Make sure that Zerg really doesn't have an advantage. But Azure's not really teching up.
So far, though, yeah, Azure hasn't teched up that much. Demi, he has been slowed down a little bit, but it's not going to be enough.
Ultras.
Ultras are going to come out, and Azure just isn't prepared for them. Although, Demi is maxed out, so there's going to be that little bit of a window where Azure, if he can take out Demi's army, there's going to be that little window where Demi is still morphing the Ultras, trying to get the Ultras, I should say.
Well,
but it is going to depend on a lot of factors.
Azure's just going to try and push into this 5th location here, but I don't think he knows that there's a flank going to be coming. But Demi hasn't moved that yet.
He does not yet. His attention is on something else, I want to say.
Let's see where his attention is. Okay, now he sees it, but he's still
does,
okay,
in fact, and now he's trying to move in, but he's lost the flank.
But
okay, never mind, he still has a flank. Blind clouds are amazing from Demi right now. A lot of this army just not being able to get taken out from Demi, and enough of them has been cleared out for him to get Ultras. So yeah, Azure. He's ran out of time so quickly, man.
I think that's what
he's only now starting to transition to his Liberator tech. Trying to get Widow Mines now, it's not too sure. I guess he sees that there's a lot of Lings, a lot of Banelings, so he doesn't really, there weren't any Ultras out, there weren't that many Hydras. So in this scenario, Widow Mines are definitely better than Siege tanks, but I don't know, man. They're not something that you can really sustain as the game goes on. Widow Mines aren't. I think we should just see Demi brute force his way into Azure fairly soon. Well, he's got to be careful about the liberation zones, and he definitely wants to wait for his 3-3. But yeah, this is tough. This is tough for Azure. Without Ghosts, without Marauders, with only 2... Okay, he's getting more Liberators, but even then... This is gonna... Alright, here's that Bruce Force about to go down, perhaps? Nope. But it does draw attention away from the other location of an entry point from Azure. It is slow zones though, so that should buy Azure a little bit of time.
I mean, this hasn't formed into a planetary, so... Oh, is that supposed to be 6?
I think he wants to use it for a mining base. Yeah, he wants to mine from that.
I thought that was the actual base because it's but the army is coming in. Most of the Ultras
coming in, and a lot of them do go into liberation zones.
Nice.
This is looking so good for Azure. Alright, that's a way you can come back. That is a way to efficiently trade and make sure that the Azure player is wasting his resources. Demi will be able to re-max his army fairly soon. Does have a little bit of bank, and he does have, what is that, 6 bases up? Yep, he does. But seems like Demi really wants to end the game at this stage. Hasn't gotten any other expansions so far.
Yeah, we'll have a
Sure.
Ling run by. So
I think the wall is open. No, the wall survived.
the wall is
But
closed.
it should be able to get whittled down. As many reinforcements to deal with that as certain muster. Meanwhile, just baiting a couple of units into range. I like this from Azure. All taking a little bit of damage at a time.
But yeah, Azure's actually doing quite a lot of damage though, so
Absolutely is.
he's able to keep back the Lings, but here comes the Reds,
Yep,
the
okay.
Yanks,
Here
straight
comes
into the army right now. The Blinding Clouds go straight on, but I think that's going to be enough. The Ultralists are going to be all going down now. It's all just up to the Hydras, and it's just Bio with no medevacs, and it will be pushed back. The Corruptors are there. They haven't turned into Broodlords, so they will be useless against this army, and I think this hatch will go down maybe before the overstim is
all of
coming
these
through.
units are overstimmed. Yep, definitely.
Focus the hatchery!
It's so dangerous for Azure, but he is still up in army supply, even with the units that are being built from Demi. Azure has just been able to get such good trades so far.
He does spot where that new base is being made, so he's gonna go and attack that, get the cancel off, and I mean, look at that space in between the closest base to that. That is such a dangerous space to take.
Route there yet, and that's a nice little choke for Liberators to siege up in. It is not easy for the Zerg player to defend this base at all. I think Azure, it was looking rough for him. He was in dire straits for so long, but he held on long enough, and now that's a slow zone working in his favor, man. Now, Demi doesn't have a Greater Spire yet, so it does seem like he wants to rely on these Ultras, Lisks, and Vipers. But that's not really something that's that reliable.
No.
Especially when your Terran opponent has been building the counters. This is just Azure asserting his authority right here.
Yeah. Well, Ultras aren't gonna roll that
one
way
Ultra about to
through.
go down. Is he gonna go straight for it? Yep, there's not a lot of splash damage here from Demi. Like, sure, there are Banelings and Ultralists. Yep, they do actually soften up the bio a lot.
But they slip zones.
So many Marauders. So many Marauders and the lib zones.
I think
it's actually surprisingly close so far. Units lost or resources lost. Although that's being said, Demi has lost about 4,000 minerals more.
And 3k more
And 3,000 gas, yeah.
Jeez.
I think we're about to see Azure. He is slowly expanding out, and he doesn't have a bank anymore. Neither does Demi. But I think, yeah, with Azure slowly expanding out, Demi just gonna get starved.
Immediate
This is a
cancel.
good old... Yep. Some classic late game PvZ.
Oh my god. Imagine if there was
PvZ?
like a...
TvZ.
Yeah, but imagine if there was like a gold base in like the middle of the map. Like in between the two slow zones.
Maybe a massive fight for both of them.
Oh yeah. Like the risk there.
And yeah, Demi is in a bit of a rock and a hard place. He now does have Brute Lords, but that being said, Azure has not been neglecting his Marine production at all. So he does have enough anti-air to deal with. That's some really nice pair bombs from it. That might just be what Demi needs. Nope, but there's just way too many Marines here. Man with gun, pretty OP. And I think there should just be enough anti-air for Azure to deal with whatever Demi has up in the sky. It's gonna come down to these ground armies clashing. Demi's got far more gas than he knows what to do with. He just needs drones, so he makes drones. He loses drones as well. 6 to 1 Widowmine. Oof. You may as well just put some Widow Mines across the map, man. You'll never know what they'll kill. Especially if your opponent... Oh.
Just G's out like that. Azure securing
Give me some time, man.
the first seed into the Grand Final. We'll get that one game advantage in the best of 5. Essentially, it's the best of 4. But anyway, looks like we will have a TBT after all.
What? No,
Yeah,
TBC.
No, we'll have a TV.
Well, no,
oh, no,
it's gonna be
TBC. Yeah, TBC. Ooh!
Oh,
I'm not losing my mind. You're losing your mind.
Players. There you go. Oh, these players.
Alright, so let's see whether Demi wants a break. Alright, Demi versus Muck. Up now.
Alright.
As I like to call it. Runamuk. Go host. Alright. What is first map?
Acropolis.
Acropolis. Hey, I think that's the first time we'll see this map today.
It is, in fact.
Give me a sec.
And if we follow Light VIP versus Bad Azure, we'll the first map, but it wasn't meant to be. I mean, we saw Demi versus Vivid, so we're like, yup, so we gotta go for.
Alright, come on. See if Demi needs a break. Oh, never mind. Demi made hers.
Oh, I just accepted the invite. I assumed it was you.
Nah, that's alright. We're just in lobby because Demi's such an angel.
Beautiful.
B-A-U-T.
Shark. He's the angel shark, yeah. Alright,
Angel
Demi
shark,
is ready, Running Rock is ready. Casters are ready.
I don't know, is the audience ready? Yeah!
Alright for this. I like that Legacy logo. It's like nice and simple.
It's a tree.
Just a tree. Just a tree. Although it does look a little bit like a logo for Juice or something.
Come on.
That's fine.
I swear to God, if StarCraft has crashed me, I'm going to... Nope, it didn't. Cool.
Whew. Whew, boy. Alrighty then. Take it away.
You know what? Yaku, you take it away.
Alright, here we have it in the lower bracket finals of the Grand Platypus opening quote, open, closing quote, number 2, the second ever. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spotting in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, he was the reigning champion, but he is now down in the bottom lower bracket finals. He is defending his title. He's going to have to win this. First off, we have the Red Zerg representing OSC Elite, as well as India. We have Demi Shark. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Purple Terran, representing Legacy Esports, as well as not Vietnam, Australia, we have the Purple Terran, one of the first ever Terran players to play in a Grand Platypus Open. We have Ranamriunamuk.
It's Ranamuk.
Most famous for, most famous for, what is this quote? Destroying Kerwin twice on ladder yesterday.
Yeah, on EU.
On EU with 300 ping. And 300 ping is terrible. It's noticeable, but you can deal with it, I think. When it goes above 300, though, that's when it starts to get tricky. Well, you can also... It is somewhat manageable as well, actually. Like 320, but yeah, it's gonna... Every MS higher, with each one MS higher, once it gets to 300, with one... Every MS feels like a ton. So 301 feels... That's 1 ton on your wrist. 302, that's another ton. Whereas compared to 200 to 201, that's like barely noticeable. That's nothing.
Why do we have to?
It's just how it works. It's how it works out, yeah.
I mean, sure.
That's how it works out. Yeah. It's just when you reach a critical mass, you implode.
I think I'm just going to implode
like
from
the
this
universe.
conversation.
Much like the universe. Alright. A little bit of a Hellion opening from Runamuk. That is what I like to see. Demi, once again, going for the Quilash build.
Yeah.
Time to see who executes which better. I would have to think that the Terran Hellion build would be favored versus this, the 3-hatch before speed build, but what say you?
I mean, it gives the more economic openings up to the Zerg. They just have to be a bit more defensive in the early game while they have to drone up.
Right, definitely.
But
Because I just keep thinking, right, you can bait...
But that, yeah, you can bait the Terran in thinking, oh, he's only on 2 bases. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh. Yeah, I'm also thinking you have to be much more careful with your lanes, don't you? You don't want to just have them aggro onto a Hellion, and the Hellions are like, oh, we're having barbecue tonight. There's that fusion core from Run Amok coming down. And a second starport. I didn't even notice that.
Whoa.
This is not going to be BC mech. This is going to be just
pure
BC. Absolutely.
Well, now Debbie sees it.
Oh, alright. Debbie sees it.
But does he see the 2 starports?
I don't think he has. I think he only saw 1 starport. Alright, well, he should start preparing now, regardless. I mean, Run Amok, I don't think will have that much of an economy to sustain double BC production. For the time being, anyway. He already has his 3rd base, so once he gets that established, double BCs coming at you everywhere, man.
They just came out of nowhere, man.
I killed one, but another one. Where do they keep coming from?
The thing is, Runamuk, he's not getting his 3rd as quickly as we saw Azure, so might need to see.
Yeah, I mean, he built it before Azure, but just hasn't set it up yet. Alright, double factory. This is not going to be pure BC. This is going to be BC mech, emphasis on the BC.
BCs with capital B and a capital C.
There we go. B to the double... No, wait. B to the C. That was... I thought I could go into, like, B to the double C. Nope, apparently not. This looks a little bit bare bones from Demi as a defense, I gotta say. Now, he does have a Spire out, so I'm guessing he wants to rely more on his Corruptors. But when are you gonna get Corruptors out is the big question.
Well, it should be soon. The
And these are
Spire.
just free workers. Right, that's a decent amount of queens, though. It's enough queens for 1 BC, but not sure about 2. He did blink on top of the main, so he doesn't have an easy exit. Could try to make some use out of dead air, though.
Yeah, I mean, Blink is about to be, it's almost 2/3 done, so needs to casually just fly out of here before he loses one, but oh, he needs to move further!
Meanwhile, Demi.
Oh.
No! What are you trying to do? Run amok! Meanwhile, Demi, once again, moving his Rojas straight in. This is what he likes to do. Oh, and run amok. Bait it into the queens a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't
Took
have
him a while to
hold
set up
position.
that third base, but now it's going to take him even longer.
But he has got a decent mech army. He's got the Banshees out. So Run Amok should be safe. Say should, but you know.
Ideally, but you know, can't always be ideal. Alright, well, what is Corruptors? Well, you don't want to waste Corruptors on Banshees, do you? But, may as well. BCs have been promptly dealt with. It seems like we're gonna go into McLaren.
Oh, McLaren! Not
So,
Ferrari mech.
yeah, McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren.
It's a much better pun, if I gotta say. What
Finally,
even
somebody
is
agrees.
Ferrari? No, but you don't understand. McLaren are luxury cars. They are not performance cars and whatnot.
And to that I say, have you seen the P5?
I actually haven't.
It's actually quite good, but looks like push is going to be coming in here from Demi. Roach Ravager is the flavor of the day. Cyclones are out for Azure. Not for Azure. That was last series. Run amok. But it looks like, oh, they're just going to come straight in. They're trying to try and snipe the tanks, but they just run straight in. Sure, they get the tank, but oh well, they clean up everything else.
Absolutely
I take that back.
Not enough anti-air to take out these Corruptors, and not enough Banshees to deal with the ground army. Or not enough anything, really, to deal with the ground army. Run amok, just completely preoccupied with keeping that base alive. And in the end, how much did he even... How many resources did he take to repair that? Because I gotta say, may have been just barely worth it. Alright, once again, only one tank out here for Run Amok. Trying to get rid of these Corruptors before they can really kill the Banshees. Another tank goes down. And this is rough for Run Amok. Maglev is only now about to finish. Oh, still a little bit of ways away.
Yeah, still got 12 seconds on the Maglev. But the Roaches and Ravagers are going to be
not a
trying
lot
to get
of-
this third base down.
Yeah, even with Maglev, he doesn't have a lot of Cyclones to really utilize that.
Oh, he's
And
got
his base,
4
once
more
again.
tanks and 2 more Hellions on the way. I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, especially
You'll
once...
never get the third base, Run Amok. Alright, that's a
GG,
little
it's gonna be
confirmation
goal.
scan to see. Yep, little confirmation scan. See how many bases that Demi has. And Azure gonna tap out. Azure? No, Run Amok gonna tap out. Demi gonna take game 1 into best of 3 lower bracket finals.
Give me a sec.
Wait.
These should be changed. Let's see what Run Amok's map pick is going to be.
Winter's Gate.
I swear to God, if it's Winter's Gate
Probably
again.
not.
I hate that map so much.
Is it gonna bring up some PTSD?
PTSD from SDR. Oh, from
Yeah.
MSO. This way.
MSSD?
MSO PTMSOD. I think that would be it.
Alright, Ramuk, just gonna whisper into my ear that it will be a Disco Bloodbath. Now, should be fine. Wait, create with mod. WCS Game Heart is the mod that we need, not Big Game Hunters. Now let's get Quirky in, let's get Demi in, and let's get Runamuk in. Just no match history, just cause. Yep, invite you again, or you can join manually. That is fine with me as well. Runamuk gonna not be there.
Wait, you're on the Australian servers, right?
Mm-hmm. Should be anyway.
Alright. Waiting on Demi to say the okay.
Megan Demi. You said the okay me. Demi Hemi Semi. Truck.
Want to do the intros again?
Sure. This one.
Hey, also don't forget you can sign up for the Grand Platypus Open number 3, and we'll have a special announcement about that. Probably do it before our grand finals because we took a break already.
Right. Yep.
We're gonna have a nice little bit of break between that, but it's not a major announcement, but it's an announcement nonetheless.
It's not a major announcement, it's more of a kernel announcement. And speaking of announcements, here we have it. Over on the Bloodbath of the Disco. In the top, or no, bottom, like, whatchamacallit, so that's 3, and then that's 5, so that's 4. Yep, the 4 o'clock position of Disco Bloodbath. Spawning in the 4 o'clock position of the Disco Bloodbath, we have the Red Zerg, reigning champion of the original Grand Platypus Open, now fighting to defend his title. He needs to come back from the lower bracket, and if he wins this game, he will get a second shot at winning the second GPO. We have the Red Zerg representing OSC Elite, and India, we have Demin. Demi. Shark, look, whatever. And in the 10 o'clock position, spawning in the 10 o'clock position, we have the Purple Terran, one of the first ever Terran players to sign up in the Grand Platypus Open. Actually signed up just today for this appearance. We have the Purple Terran. He needs to win this game and then the second game to give us to have a shot at winning his very first Grand Platypus Open, as well as $20 from Light. We have the Purple Terran. We have Runamuk. Representing Australia and Legacy Esports. I think I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm. But once again, pretty standard openers.
Yep, I have a feeling we might not see that 2-base or that 2-port BC build once again. Or maybe we could. Again, the build itself wasn't terrible, but Runamuk's attention was stretched a little bit, so he did make a couple of mistakes he probably shouldn't have. Might have more clarity on this map.
Yeah, this. Looks
or
like...
he should just...
What?
Yeah, or I guess I was just gonna say, or he could play bio, you know, I'm just saying.
You're such a strong proponent for Bio.
Yeah.
It's like it's the only thing you can play as a Terran.
Exactly.
When you play Terran.
Exactly. It is for me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. For you specifically, that is what you can only play as Terran.
What do you mean I need to have 3 base saturation? What do you mean I need to make workers for mech? What? I need to like macro for mech? What? Yeah, no. No, thank you. Did you switch your scene?
No, I didn't. Fucking goddamn it.
Oof.
See, this is... I'm tired.
I agree. You're tired.
I'm tired. I mean,
alright, it is gonna be Bio from Run Amok. Sorry?
Is that... The audience didn't really miss much. It's going into Bio play. It seems to me Steam is getting researched. Apelot's coming in for the skill. Bids up.
Yep.
Should start getting saturated.
Alien Lib opener from Run Amok. That is what I like to see. And of course, Demi. Gonna react accordingly. Gonna play more Lingbane.
But Demi tried to break all the rocks.
Just flexing his Hellion muscle around like, yeah, you want to move your Lings out? Nah, bruh. What are you gonna do against Hellions? What are Ling's gonna do against Hellions? Although he is playing a little bit of fire. Alright, backs off. Playing with fire because you're Hellions. Yeah.
I get it.
And just big stick diplomacy, pretty much, from Run Amok. Moving Demi back. While he builds up his tank count. Well, his bio and tank count.
That's Lib.
Liberator about to go up into the main. Gotta shock around a little bit. Don't want to get caught off by a Spore. But Demi already sees it. And that is a dead... That's a dead Liberator.
Yeah, that's
right
a dead Liberator.
Alright, so most of the harass hasn't gotten much damage done, but well, it's nice to get damage done. You don't really need to. Would have been nice to keep the Lib alive, though.
Would have been nice.
Still got his Hellion. Wouldn't it be nice
if you could keep your units alive? And they all decided to kill everything.
It's always nice when you put in one Liberator into a mineral line and then you leave it alone and you assume it dies, but towards the end when you all army, you find out it got like 30-something kills. And it's like, oh, okay then. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to my adventures when playing with Zerg.
Well.
Yeah. That bad. But it looks like Monomark will lose these Hellions to a nice round by Demi.
Yep. I'm not sure how worth it that was. He did get a little bit of information, like, oh, he's already got 3 bases saturated, he's getting his 4th, but that's not really game-changing info if you're the Marine tank player. Because you're still gonna want to move out when you have your tanks, your Medivacs, and Stim. And, yeah, +1 and +2. Yeah, +1/1 should finish up just when it hits. I feel like he could have kept the Hellions alive, but, you know, sometimes you just see an opportunity, you gotta go for it. And sometimes that opportunity doesn't play out the way you want it to.
But it looks like the push from Run Amok is going to be coming out now. +1.
Yep.
1/1 is almost finished.
Yep, Demi is in a pretty good position to defend against this. Run Amok is going to have to be very careful with how he goes in. Using just a little pocket of Marines to poke at the base. Draws a little bit of fire into what's potentially tanks. A flank coming down from Run Amok. Would be pretty good if not for the fact that there were some Marines there with Run Amok. Although, that being said, it does take out all of his tanks and a little bit of bio and completely shuts down this push.
That looks like a drop is going to be going out from Runamok to try and hopefully possibly get some damage into the main. We'll have to see where. Oh, we could just go on a creep clearing mission.
Yep, there's a lot of freedom for these Marines. They can do a lot of things. They're versatile that way.
But
Marines in general are.
Running
Oof,
the
yep.
medevac straight in.
That is dangerous. Oh, yep. Demi, known. I would say he's pretty well known for his Muta switch. He is not that big of a Hydraling Bane player. He did play a little bit of it in the series with Azure, but it was mostly he got Hydralisk just to survive till the Hive stage. If Demi wants to play the mid game, or if you give Demi the opportunity to play the mid game, it is going to be Mutalisk more often than not. Unless he goes to Roaches, in which case, you know.
It's Roaches. But these Marines could potentially, but those Marines could potentially pick them off. But nice awareness there from Demi to keep them
here there. But it's still a bit of a risk to go after the Mutas. It's understandable why Runamok decided it wasn't quite worth it. Gonna keep all of these Marines alive. No, just as I say that, one of them gets picked off right in the nick of time. Alright, transitioning, gonna get Widow Mines and Thors. Screw everything else. I need anti-air, says Runamok. Or it's the thought process of Runamok, I'm gonna say.
Pretty sure that would be the thought process of every Terran. Be like, I need anti-air!
Oh yeah, no, that's my thought process every time. Alright, and we're just gonna see tables turn a little bit, where Runamok was the one trying to be threatening on the map with his army. Demi now has the opportunity to do so with his own Mutalisk. And get some pretty good harass around at like that one angle where there's not too much to defend. The Thors are already out though.
Yeah,
if he's careful, he might lose a lot of these If he's not careful, sorry, he might lose a lot of these to Widow Mines.
Yeah, but it looks like Demi is keeping his control nice and tight. So
yep.
Well, he's taking his 5th base already up into that lower right. So
absolutely.
Demi chugging along.
A little bit of a speed Thor that is not something, or rather, whatchamacallit, Thor evac. That's not something that happens too often nowadays. Definitely happened a lot back in Heart of Sword. Well, not even then. It didn't happen a lot. It's just that 2 or 3 Terran players, high-profile Terran players, utilized a lot of medevac Thors to deal with Mutalisk. That was always a bit of a risk, and even now is quite risky, I gotta say.
Well, I think Demi's gonna be using these mutas to bait in the army, maybe.
Absolutely. We're about to see, perhaps, the first big engagement between these two armies in the game. No, Demi does not really see the opportunity to go for it, so he's just gonna harass, get some damage done over here, and move in with his own army. There was enough splash damage back at home for Demi to defend a little bit and run amok. A little bit indecisive, but finally decides, I need to go home, I need to defend against this.
Lings and Mutas. Already 18 workers going down. Muta's going to be moving into that third right now. Takes out the tank, so his ground army should be safe, and that missile turret should be going down as well. Needs to be moving those into the main, but looks like Demi's just going to back off with the Mutas. He's just going to keep on harassing with these Ducklings, which can't take out a Marauder, but, you know, he tried.
Yeah, Demi, throughout this entire game, if he's done anything well, it's evaluating what he can get done. He's really good at sort of poking in, seeing what he can do if there's an opportunity, and of course acting accordingly. And now, I think we're about to see it really pay off for him. Look at a bank of Demi compared to Rodamok, already continuing to get some harassment done with his Mutas. He will have to defend this push from Rodamok though.
And looks like
is a
he sort
scary,
of defended it.
scary
There was
army.
enough splash damage, but 13 workers already down in the main of Runamox. That's a lot of Banes and Zerglings, and the
going
flank
for a
might be
little
on
bit of a
right
flank.
now. But here it comes from behind. The wings come in, but here comes the Banelings straight from the back. Right now, Professor Round is going on, and I think that's going to be it. And I think Demi is going to be going to the finals. It's all down to the
Fuck, sir.
Says Runamox. As I agree with him. As a Zerg player.
The good old innovation. GG. The good old innovation, GG. Fuck Zerg. Alright, so it is going to be a TVZ finals tonight. That will be between Azure versus Demi. You set them up. I am going to pee real quick.
Okay, well. Alright. Well, he goes to, so we might as well make the announcement now. The Grand Platypus Open, starting from the number 3 and onwards, will be partnered with OSC and Maturino, so hopefully we'll be... So hopefully we will be getting a larger prize pool. I think it was up to 50 AUD. Prize money to help distribute that, and as well as advertising from OSC, and that as well. So if you haven't already, sign up for use the exclamation point GPO in the chat for sign-ups for Grand Platypus Open number 3. And sign up should be live for that. And with that, now, with that, we're just gonna be waiting on to see whether people, Demi wants a break. As hopefully Yaku decides to hurry up and finish using the toilet. Finish tinkling.
I'm sorry, GF up now?
Yep.
GF up now. Oh, Grand Finals.
Yes.
That's what it meant.
Yes, no.
No?
What?
What? Alright. Take this up. Demi is asking for a quick second. Can't really blame him.
Yeah, he's been playing straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already made the announcement to Yaku.
Ah, nice.